Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Poor Boys Everyday Carrying Flashlights, and looks like it's mostly just flashlights. And here before long, we'll start doing some knife reviews. But today we're going to talk about Speras. Hold this up so you can get a good look at it. This is the box that the brand new E2R comes in. 1500 lumen everyday carry. I consider this everyday carry. This 21700 battery, which is a lot of your common torches carry this. You know, your M2R Pro, uh, nice battery, which the M2R Pro is usually a little bit longer. I replaced the bezel on this one, but as you see the difference in length, uh, you know that difference doesn't make a lot to people, but it does me. Being that I'm just 5'10", I'm not real tall, more belly than I am legs, but I wanted, and tried to carry this M2R Pro, and it's just too big for my pocket. So when I do carry it, it's in a holster. This one, perfect in my pocket. I mean, even it even comes with a nice nylon holster as well. But this one, guys, is more my style for my pocket. You're looking about at the same diameter as the M2R. There's probably a little difference in there, but not no big noticeable lot. And you'll see the difference in length. You try to get that even. Half inch, that means a lot in a short guy's pocket. Let's talk a little more about it here. I'll put this Pro up. Alrighty, we'll first start off and look at the box here. As you see, it's 1500 lumens, and guys, this is my first Speras light. Uh, I hadn't even really even honestly heard of the company. I'm more of an Olight guy. That's my more everyday carry. I do have some Sulfurins that I really enjoy. Pretty good little torches. Uh, I just for some reason I don't know. I just hadn't heard of these. Which there's several other companies out there, really good flashlight companies that I haven't heard of. I see them every day, and I'm like, Claris is one of them. I don't own any of them either, but it seems to be, a highly thought after torch. People seem to really like them. Uh, I was fortunate enough to win this, and I can't thank Sparrows enough for giving me the opportunity to win this. I never win nothing, guys. Everything I've got, I don't know, 50 torches, and I've owned over 100, and I've paid for them all. But I was very, very, very fortunate enough to win this last year, and I'm tickled to death with it. You'll see the model number E2R. Let's look at the holster before I tear into that. Of course, I've tore into mine, and I wanted to see how it worked before I come and gave you guys a review on it. It works a little bit different. The UI works a little bit different than what you would say other ramping torches like the FW3A and the SC31 Pro. Their ramps, you know, you hold down just from off. You can hold down and make it go up. Well, this one here, you got to turn it on, then hold down. So it's two taps, but it's just something to get used to. No big deal. Let's slide this baby down in here. It is. I prefer, if I can, to carry one in my pocket. And everybody's got their own preferences, but I do holster carry quite often, as I usually carry this, with my multi-tool daily. But if I'm not carrying that, a lot of times I will pack a holster, or if I'm going somewhere and I don't want my pockets all bulked up and stuff. I do like the fact that they put the Velcro around the snap button. So what's it called? You put it on a Molly backpack. I don't hike like I probably should, but anyway, you've got you see the Velcro before it even buttons. That's always nice. Nice touch. I've heard of people losing their torches like this when this pops off, and I guess walking back and forth, it just eases out of there and slides out. But anyway, you have another belt hole behind it, like most of your common torches. Uh, has a plastic D loop, kind of handy, I guess. I don't use it, but I could probably think of several ways to use it. I'm not sure. Looks like the belt clip is made to go over it, but I mean it's what anybody would need. That maybe you wear your pants too tight and you have no room for this. So you got a holster option, which is nice. I mean, it's just like a pocket clip to me. I like all of my torches to come with a holster and a pocket clip. And this pocket clip, I love these pocket clips. If I quit shaking the camera. This is your dual way, wear it this way, or even strap it on a bit of a cap if need be. It is kind of stationary in one spot. You only have one option for your belt clip or pocket clip, sorry. It does tail stand for the ones who care. Uh, doesn't really bother me. I could see how it could be handy, which I haven't been in that predicament to need the tail stand something. But I could see how it could be handy. It does have a strike bezel that supposed to be a window popper as well. I really, really, really wish that it was optional to change this because I think it would look so much better black, solid black. But Speras told me that they put this on here. Oh, hit the camera again to match this tail cap switch, which I don't mind the tail cap switch. I think it looks pretty good silver, but I would have changed this to black and smooth. I mean, that's just my opinion. As I'm thinking about it, there is your power indicator right beside your battery, your USB-C port. This right here is the future, guys. USB Type C. I mean, it's so much faster. It's just, you know, it's a must anymore. This is what everything will go to is USB Type C. This is my biggest pet peeve. I'll go ahead and get this out of the way. Every torch has its faults, as to be expected. Maybe it's just me being picky, but this torch here, as you will see, let me try to imitate something that real day life would. Put it in your pocket. See that? I mean, it comes open really easy. Now, I don't know if water was to get down in this, if it would hurt it. I'm assuming it might, but that's my biggest problem with this torch. And another little small problem that it's just me being picky. It's not a problem, is the tail cap button. You guys hear that? I did talk to Speras about these, and they said this was going to be discussed with the engineers. This would be fixed, and they already have a fix for the tail cap noise. It's just me being picky. It's not, they wasn't crazy about changing this to black, but hey, uh, like I said, it's just me being picky. I mean, as far as packing it, you're not going to, I mean, that might aggravate somebody, but it really doesn't bother me. It was just, I was just trying to be complicated, I guess. Uh, see the diameter, it fits in the hand, perfect. I'm not, I haven't got no big hands. So, let me find a tape here, and we can be right under the 5-inch mark. So right around, looks like 4 3/4. And here's your FW3A, about 3 5/8 maybe. And you're in 4.5 inches under your SB31 Pro. Looks like the holsters for the M2R Pro is a real close. This is also the same holster for the Seeker 2 Pro. Just curious if that would work. And of course it does. All right, so another thing, what time I'm thinking about it, it's not really a problem, but this light, this programmable light, does not have a lock. So if you're going to holster, pocket carry, whatnot, according to what setting you got it on, they are some settings to where it just comes on bright automatically. I mean, right off the first tap, it's wide open at 1500 lumens. If you're like me, I use the infinity setting, and I usually leave it on a low setting before I holster it. But you can, just a quarter of a turn before you holster it. Just a smidgen of a turn. So, I mean, that right there is probably your safest and best lock that you can possibly really ask for anyway. So, I'm going to lay this down. We're going to look at some specs on it. I'll try to zoom in so you guys can get a real good look at it as you hear me ramble on. Let's move these two out of the way. Alrighty, let's get in this box and see what all comes with it. As you guys see, there was the holster. Let me show you what comes with it first. Your basic box, 267 meters, 1500 lumens. And actually, when I talked to Speras, I was telling them that I had compared this to a 2000 lumen torch. And right there it is. This SP31 Pro is 2000 lumens and a really good torch. I can't knock it whatsoever. But the 1500 lumen Speras was brighter. It did cover up the SC31 Pro, as I'll try. I may have to post another video, but I'll compare the two somehow for you guys. The Speras is brighter. I mean, it is, it's got a little deeper, smooth reflector than what the Pro has to offer, and maybe that's why. But they are true on their lumens. And as I was mentioned, I had talked to them, and they said that it was actually 1600 lumens, but the boxes were already printed, and instead of reprinting boxes and costing a bunch of extra money, they just carried on with 1500 lumens. So what you're going to get is a 1600 lumen light. 267 meters. Man, that's a long way. 1.5 meter drop resistance and IPX8 if your battery cover stays in place, or your charging port. All right, what's in the box? Of course, I've been in it, and I've made a mess out of it. First, let's start with instructions, as I will read from. And start here. You come with a lanyard, 2 O-rings. Can't never have enough O-rings, right? And a decent lanyard. It is adjustable as well. I do use one of those on my Warrior X Turbo. I'm not a big lanyard guy, but I do use it on my Warrior X Turbo. This is the first one I have seen. I have not even seen this. And I didn't even know this until someone had commented on my post, on my Facebook post, and they mentioned something about a power bank. I'm like, well, I don't see no USB port on the torch, so what are they talking about? And then I finally figured this out on my own. Okay, let me show you guys something. Maybe a lot of you probably already know. This being USB-C type, plug this baby in. Then, let me grab some kind of a charger here. And then plug this in. Say this is an iPhone card. It's not. But then you just plug your phone in and you have a power bank. A built-in power bank. 21700 power bank to feed your phone or whatever you got to charge. Ain't that neat? I have never seen one of these before. I find this really, really, really handy. More than probably most would. But for you hikers, uh, for that needs a power bank everywhere. I mean, I usually carry one. This is my smallest solar one. If I'm out on my motorcycle, sometimes I'll carry this. But how much easier would it be to run a phone charger off my lot to charge my phone while I'm on my bike? I mean, that's a really good idea, Speras. I mean, I have to congratulate that because that right there is that's an awesome selling point for me. It made me a sucker. I don't know if their other lots have this option. I have got a chance to look at a few of their other lots and in this catalog here they sent me. And they've got some really good looking lights, some really good looking batteries. They have all kinds of good looking lights, good looking torches. Hopefully I can own a few of those so I can make you guys another video. All right, what else comes with it? I think, let's see, of course you have a Type-C charger, and I think this is optional. I'm not sure that this comes with all of them or not, but it is a tube to run two CR123s, which is quite handy. I'm a 21700 fan though. That's one of my favorite batteries is the 21700. Okay, let's put this back in there real quick. Don't want to lose these. Alrighty. Let me zoom in so you can look at this as I read you a bunch of numbers. Alrighty. This torch is a programmable torch. And what I mean by programmable is you have three different modes. You have an outdoor, a tactical, and an infinity mode. I'll explain those the best as I can. Your outdoor has your eco, low, medium, and high. No such thing as turbo in this torch, which turbo is just a word to me. It doesn't really amount to anything as long as it's bright. But you have the outdoor, which is for your eco, low, medium, and high. And at a double tap, you also have a strobe and SOS. You have a tactical version, which is setting 2. Let me be sure on this. Tactical version. I want to be setting 2. Alright. You have a long press strobe, 2-click for eco, medium, and high, 2-click to eco, 3-click to off state. So pretty much it's, 1-click to strobe and 1-click to turbo, and you can get anywhere you need to be in that setting, including your strobe, which strobe really doesn't do anything for me. So I know some of you guys love it, and it might be a good thing for some of you guys, but I never really use it. I use the setting 3, which is the infinity. I like the ramping, the up and down ramping. That's my style. I use it in the ramping in every torch that I have that has it optional. This does not have the Enduro UI, as a lot of your lights do. The lumens on your high mode, you have 1500 lumens. and it will break itself down. It doesn't say how long, but it goes down to 900 lumens of a total of 2.6 hours on high. That is amazing right there. So you know that you're not going to run out of power that you need. 2.6 hours at 900 lumens even is a lot. I mean, I'd be satisfied with that. But I'm not sure when the kickdown is to tell you guys. But on your high, you have 17,824 candelas. Pretty daggone good for an everyday carry torch. Medium, you have 400 lumens for 6.25 hours. And on low, you have 60 lumens for 50 hours. Eco, 10 lumens at 500 hours. Pretty good run times. That's another reason why I'm a fan of that big 21700 battery. Um, Beam distance 267 meters, as we've already went over. This is on high, of course. And the LED in this light is a luminous LED, it says. Let me see if I can. A flashlight buddy told me it was a SST40, I think is what he called it. That's for you bulb guys that get real deep into the torches. I'm a smooth reflector fan as well. Let you look at the other side of it there for a while. Impact distance is 1.5 meters and waterproof IP68. Charging time 3.5 hours. All right, we went over everything that it came in the box. Looks like pretty good run times. Some of the best run times, actually. It E2R supports 5 volt, 2 amp charging. Connect a 5 volt, 2 amp adapter and insert the Type-C charging port of the flashlight for charging. Your charging indicator, which is what I showed you earlier that lit up green, it will light up red as you charge it. And green will be fully charged as well. Discharging. The E2R supports 2 amp current discharging. Please insert the OTG connector, which is the gold piece that I showed you in here. Lost my spot. To the Type-C charge port of the flashlight, and then connect a USB cable to discharge as a power bank. Pretty neat. I happen to find that really, really, really neat, guys. Maybe, probably more than most. And the battery indicator light is set up exactly how I prefer my lights to be set up. It is, let's see, when you turn on the flashlight, the LED indicator will automatically indicate the battery power level for 5 seconds. So your light, your indicator will remain on for 5 seconds to naturally go off like most torches. And if it is green, it is more than 90% charged. I really like that. So when it falls down to orange, I know that I'm down to 30 to 70%. That's pretty neat. It says more than 90% is green, so I'm assuming there is no 80% in the instructions here. So I don't know if it turns orange at 80% or 70%. But anyway, from 30 to 70, it reads orange power indicator will be on. Less than 30% will be a red light. I really like that because that's where it needs to come on. And 10% or less, the red light will flash. So good job, Speras, as far as making the battery indicator lights where I like them at. I hope everybody else does. I don't understand how these torches hasn't blew up, and everybody should own at least one of these. I'm not sure how they didn't blow up. And I'm an Olight collector. I love my Olight. Some of you people, I mean, you see, if any of you guys have seen any of my videos, Olight's probably my biggest thing. I am a collector. They do hold their value, but let me tell you, this torch is going in my everyday carry. It's going in there somewhere or another. I can promise you that. I dig the Type C charging. I dig the size, the length, the diameter. I mean, I could have satisfied for a slimmer size and diameter, but I'm okay with this. I mean, an 18650 wouldn't have gave me the run times that the 21700 is going to, obviously. But this, guys, I can recommend this torch. I'm here to tell you that this torch is awesome. I mean, I have no other words other than awesome for this torch. Uh, I'd like to show you. I may have to make another video. I probably will about comparison, but let me remove, and I'll try to give you a little bit of what it's doing. Of course, that's on bright. I mean, it's hard to tell in this stairway much about it, but let's see. And you can start, that's what I like about the Infinity. You can start on low. You can start anywhere you want to. There's off, and I can double tap to go straight to high. You can be anywhere you want to be with this torch in a matter of a button push. That's it. Let's see. Then your Infinity, bring it all the way down to 10 lumens. Guys, if you don't own this torch, I highly recommend you go out and buy this. Different strokes for different folks. I understand that, but look at that. I love this tight hot spot. It really, really reaches out there, and you see it. I know it's hard to tell in a stairwell, but you see all the usable spill. It's got tons of usable spill. The programming, uh, it took me a minute to program each setting, and it was kind of complicated at first, but now that I got it down, I'm I like it. There's no danger of you changing the setting accidentally. So I mean that's a good thing. Uh, it will work off by flashes. Tap so many times and watch your flashes with your battery indicator. But it's really simple. Just read directions when all else fails. Uh, let's look at the pocket clip again. I really, really, really like that pocket clip. I don't know why other lights didn't come out. Take the sulfur for that right there would have been a really good 18650 light if it had a. I mean, it really is. It's still. I just got this yesterday. It's still a really good torch. I'm really pleased with it. But now if it had a double dual way pocket clip like this one has to offer, need be. I mean, I wouldn't want to pack this around on the bill of my cap for a long time, but need be, it can be done, and I like having that option. And as you see, guys, I'm a pretty good collector. I've got torches everywhere. I've got 10 downstairs. I've got 4 or 5 by my bed. There's probably 10 or so Olights in here. But now, this, guys, will definitely go in my everyday carry. I'm glad you guys got to tune in. Hopefully, I'll go post another video of even comparing these two. They would make a pretty good comparison, being this is a 2000 lumen torch and this is 1600, 1500, whatever. And I like the fact that they did underrate it. So I mean that's a plus. 100 lumens probably isn't going to be visible to the lumen eye, but if you lose a couple hundred lumens here and there, I mean it would be noticeable. But the 100 lumen difference, and it is 100 more lumens instead of 100 less lumens. So that's a plus too. Good job, Speras. I greatly appreciate the offer of winning this awesome lot. I can't thank you enough. And hopefully tonight I'll go catch some bean shots and add another video. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button, like it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.